Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to show you how to fit a lining, okay? Don't worry, this is going to be taken back out, so you'll get your chance to do it. But I wanted to show you because there's a position that we're going to put the screw holes in, and you can either make your life really easy, or you can make your life really hard when you're fitting a lining, okay? So first of all, this is a standard whitewood lining set, okay? Pre-made, okay? Housings are already done, okay? Fitted to size. You've got a decent gap behind the stud-work and the lining for levelling up. Make sure the lining is nice and square, parallel, okay? Pre-making of the lining as well. Before you put any of these bits together, I'd recommend that you just take the arras off all the edges of your lining set, because it's awkward once you put it together to do it with a block plane, okay? You can get away with it now if you haven't done it already with some sandpaper. Just set a sharp edge off, because the painters and decorators won't be able to paint to its sharp edge. Okay, there'll be nothing for the paint to sort of stick to, if you like, okay? So the paint will always wear, so you need to create a little edge with the sandpaper. Right? Okay, so fitting your lining, okay? Got the horns left on. Ideally, I'd like to cut these in so they're fitting quite snug. Now, if you cut these in so they're tighter, and they're tight against the two studs, if you've got to level it up for your head, you can use that by tapping it up and down. Okay, so if it's tight in there, you can tap this up and tap down. Okay, other than that, you've got to either lift it to the head's level, or you've got to pack it underneath. Okay? So, can you give me a 2 foot level? Yes. The first thing we need to realise when we're fitting the lining is, obviously we've got an overhang on our studwork, okay? So our studwork here, you can see is narrower than our lining. Thanks mate, cheers. Okay? So what we've got to do is we've got to allow for that. We've got to allow a gap, an equal gap either side that will allow for plasterboard, and then for plaster on top of that, okay, or maybe a dry line if it's been dry line. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to look at the distance, okay, that I've got left over, so 45 mil. Okay, so ideally in this normal situation we use 3x2 timber, but ideally we use 4x2 timber, so it'll give you a bit of a less of a make-up to make. So 22 mil, okay. And ideally what you would do is cut a block at 22 mil then, okay, so it uses a bit of a guide by putting it on one face, and then you've got your point to go by. You've still got to level it up, but it gives you that distance off. So a block of timber, 22.5 mil thick on there, okay. The main point I want to try and make though with this is where you're going to position your screw holes, okay. So what we're going to do is we want to miss where the hinge is going to go on the door. So you know through looking at hinges, and we did some stuff the other week on fitting a hinge onto the timber, you know, remember that you go 6 inches down or 150 mil down and 9 inches up off the floor for our hinges, okay, 225 mil. So I just want to make a note of that. So I missed that on our, so 150 mil down, so we've got a hinge starting there, roughly, okay, give or take a gap for the doors. So that'll allow me to probably come down about 100 mil for my first set of holes, okay? We're fixing in to the small 3x2 stud here, okay, it's not very wide, so we've got to keep our fixings quite narrow. Alright, so find the middle of the lining, so we've got 110, so 55, okay, and then we're going to go equally, so the edge of the stud that we've got is only 60-ish mil, so if we go 20 mil either side of that, Okay, you can't really go a lot further than that. Okay, because of the fact you need to get a fix into the stud. All right. So I forgot.
35 million each side. So you mark that 35 million each side.
Okay, so I'm concentrating on this side first. I'm going to fix this side first. This is where our door's going to swing, it's our hinge side. Okay, so we'll get this one fixed first. Before I drill and fix anything though, I just want to see how the land lies, with the head being level, if it's sat naturally on the floor here. Okay, if the floor's level, it shouldn't be too far out. It's looking pretty good on the level, so I think we're quite lucky there. Okay, if for example, this side needed to go up, because you can't put anything away because you need the height for the door. So if this needed to go up and you've already done some fixing on it, you're pretty much knackered because you can obviously fix it up. So you're going to take all your screws out, jack this side up, and then fix all your screws into it. It's about making your life easy, so realising the steps when you've got to do it. So check the head of the door, looks pretty good as the land lies, okay, you don't need to get on with fixing and levelling that side up. Right, this bit's fairly important, okay, so what I've got here is a drill bit that's slightly bigger, just slightly bigger than the screw, okay. That's quite an important little trick, okay, so I've pilot hole, all my holes on the lining, and that will enable me to level the lining up and leave the screws into the stud behind, albeit loose, but it saves you taking the screws out each time. You'll see what I mean now, look. Okay, so I'll get a fixings going. And then we use the countersink bit, okay? You get a piece of saw on that. That's what you saw in the other workshop. Okay. Right, so what I want to do now is I want to introduce you to my 6 foot level, which is over there. Do you want to grab it in? Thanks, mate. Yeah, so when we're leveling up a lining, we're leveling it 2 ways, okay, for level. Okay? So, that way, but then we're just going to check it that way. Okay? First thing I want to do is I want to check my distance. So who can remember the measurement I needed? Who can remember the measurement I needed to allow it to be even on the stud? 22.5, I know. Okay, so mark that there. Good. So what I'm going to do is fire a screw. Just loose for a minute. And then what we'll do is level up down that edge, okay, to make sure it's nice and flat. Okay, so looking at the spirit level, it's pretty good. What I always like to do as well is just put a little mark on the floor, just in case you accidentally kick it or anything like that. You know, before you get to the screw. You might be screwing. Put a little mark on the floor so you know that that's your level point. And then some guys won't do that, but just one little tip I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to put the screw in again. Perfect example. I've hit the screw behind on the stud work, okay? If I hadn't put my pencil mark there, because it's moved around, if I hadn't put my pencil mark there, I'd have had to go and level it up again. A little example there. Okay. So I've now got my location for level that way. So what I need to concentrate on now is getting it level. Okay, now the line and temperature is good. Looks like I need to go in at the bottom. So the gap that we've got behind the lining and the stucco is for levelling up. So that this, the bottom of this, the top of this, can't go in any further because it's touching on the horn on the top, but the bottom can come over slightly. And I've got a little bit of room either side. And looking at the gap on the stud work, because the stud work's pretty good. It looks like just running out, so that spirit level is telling me this wants to come over a little bit like that. Okay? So what we're going to use is some plastic shims, plastic packers, okay? Various sizes, various colours for you to recognise whatever size that you need. Okay? What we're going to do is use them gradually down the frame while screwing in. Okay? So what have we got here going on? So what I'm going to do fair bit on that. So you want to put the packers ideally over where the screws go, really. Okay, so the slot there will allow the screw to go between. And then what you can do is just tighten up the screws. Okay. Have a look down here, realise what's going on, have a look at the bubble. Okay, that's not looking too bad, so I'll get a quick measurement of the back of the frame. Just iron it through. It's fairly similar because again the stud work is pretty good. Okay. It's probably a bit too much on that one, so instead of using 5, using 3 and a 1, just taking it down by 1 mil. What we'll do is keep the lining straight now between that level point and that level point. Okay, so I'm going to go in the middle now, roughly in the middle. Take a rough measurement, there is a slight bow in it, so I need to push it out by a mil. I'm going to go 10. Too much. And then just put the package into seat. So that's at the moment pretty level. Okay, all I've got to do is just pack out to stop the screws behind the fixing point, pulling that section in, because that's what will happen if I don't put the packers in behind it. All right. Once that hinge side is pretty sorted, so we level that way, level that way, okay? You know you've got your brace across the bottom. Just repeat the process on this side, okay? So making sure you get your correct amount of overhang at the top, okay? To allow for your plasterboard. Okay, fixing points in the same positions, okay? And then fix that side in, okay? When you do it, it's important you allow for, or you don't gain any twists in the lining. So the last thing we want is for that side to be nice and straight, and for that side to be twisted like that. Okay, that's a massive exaggeration, but you can see how it can happen, right? So what you would do is you get it in position, fix it at the top. You can check it with a level, albeit, okay, to get it roughly on the side. But then what you want to do is sight the lining down, bone it through, so that you're looking between the edges of each lining, or each side, bone it down to make sure it's nice and parallel. Okay, it shouldn't be far off because of your decent joints at the top. Okay, and the timber's fairly straight. But once you're happy with it, again, I'd put a little mark on the floor, okay, and a little mark on the floor, and then fill in. All right, I'll show you that when we come to the door swinging bit as well. All right, thank you very much.